I'm exhausted. Why? Because we have raccoons. Let's talk about it. So, roughly around a year ago, raccoons started popping up really bad in our neighborhood. I have a neighbor at the end of the at the end of the block, and she has chickens, and she came to let us know one day that the raccoons in the middle of the night had stolen her chickens. She called them mafia raccoons. So according to her, these jacked up mafia raccoons had come to her backyard, real buff, and taken her chicken and looked at her while they were stealing her chicken. Like, I dare you to come try and stop me. We laughed. She did not think it was funny. But, I mean, it was a really interesting story. Who would have thought how accurate she would be? About 2 nights after that story, we're sitting on the couch. It's probably 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we hear noises coming from our patio. So we go out to the patio to find 3 raccoons. One is standing there looking in our patio door. One is messing with my husband's Traeger, looking like he's trying to learn how to grill. And one, no lie, is standing on 2 feet, holding my daughter's toy lawnmower and pushing it across the patio. We watched this insane encounter, and my husband grabs a water gun and he's like, open up the door. I'm going to spray him with the water gun. I block him and I'm like, that's crazy. Let's not do that because then they might run in the house. So I convince him they're going to go away. Just leave them alone. They'll be gone in the morning. And we move on. Well, a couple days later, I'm laying in my bed, and I swear to you, I hear scratching at the ceiling. And I'm like, something's scratching in our room. Well, it was super early in the morning when this happened. I was laying in the bed. My husband was at work, so I call him, and I'm like, I hear scratching. He tells me, oh, it's probably birds. There's a vent right outside, on the side of that house. It's probably birds trying to, build a nest or, mess with the vent. I'm like, okay. I let it go. At this time, I am pregnant. So I start thinking that I hear phantom cries. I'm like, I hear something crying. Is it me? Am I hearing babies? What is going on? We get to October. I am still hearing these random scratches. And I'm still being told it's probably birds. It's probably birds. I'm telling myself it's probably birds. But we need to do something to close this vent, is what I'm saying. If there are birds trying to get in this vent, we need to do something about that. At the same time that I'm looking for a friend of ours who is a pest control guy, we've used him for 14 years. I'm calling him and leaving a message hey, I need to see if you can come out and close this vent up. I think there's birds trying to get in through the vent. And then I hear the crying again. And this time, it's no, that's not a baby. And that's not birds. So now I am convinced we have raccoons in our ceiling or something, right? There's raccoons getting in. My thought process is they're out at night scavenging for food, and then they're coming back during the day and they're sleeping in our attic. So I have my husband go in the attic. He's looking around. He doesn't see anything. And he's like, I don't know. I don't know what you see. At this point, I'm the only one that's hearing anything. So he's laughing and he's like, Are you sure it's not your pregnancy hormones? Are you sure you're not hearing things? And finally, he hears it. In the middle of the night, he hears the scratching. He hears the noise. And he's like, what is that? I get a hold of my friend, the pest control guy, and he's like, yeah, sorry, I am not doing like animals anymore. Like I'm just spraying for bugs. Like I'm not doing animals, but it sounds like you guys need to get a trap. So he talks to my husband and he tells him like this trap to get, and he's like, do that. And at the same time, I'm calling our management company. At this point, I'm like, hey, there's raccoons in the attic. I know they're raccoons. We've seen them in the backyard. They're terrorizing our neighborhood. Come get these raccoons out of our attic. This is a long story. So, of course, there's a part 2.